Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the fans, what do we have to do to get the respect that we deserve? This is the Red Flex. My name is Qasim. I'm joined with Harris, and this is the match preview for Manchester United versus Granada.
Hello and welcome to the RedFlex Live, brand new Man United channel where we do match reviews, previews, transfers, everything to do with Manchester United.
What's going on, people? It feels like a long time since, especially me, I've been on here. I think we all know what the real reason for that is.
We all know why, which we won't disclose live on air.
Oh no, we can disclose it. I've had a fresh trim, so I'm back. I'm back on the Red Flex, better than ever. First of all, I would like to say actually a massive Ramadan Mubarak to everybody who's been fasting. It was my first day today. Harris, how's it gone? What did you have? Did you want the world by about 8 o'clock? What did you eventually have?
Yeah, I was feeling the effects about 7 o'clock, but it was to be honest, every year the first week's okay for me. I think the body's got a bit of storage, and I think that keeps you strong. But after about 10, 11 days, I'm struggling. You know what I mean? It's a big struggle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a big feast today. I had some chicken rolls, had some lamb chops, some samosa chaat, and the works. You know what I mean? I had the full works today. It was good.
Surprisingly, no pakoras, no samosas for me today. Greek yogurt, fruit, chicken, fish, and salad. I'm a changed man. But unfortunately, we are going to have to interrupt our broadcast today because Red Flex sources have got a breaking news. Liverpool have been knocked out of the Champions League. Oh yes, what a great breaking news that is. Liverpool have been knocked out of the UEFA Champions League and it feels great. Manchester City, unfortunately, have gone through to the next round and they will face Paris Saint-Germain in an epic game in the semi-finals. Very quickly on that game, Harris, I watched both of the legs, PSG versus Bayern Munich, and both of those games, wow, it was football at its best. And you can tell, especially from a Man United perspective, we're not at that level right now because that was an insane level, both of those games.
It was, yeah, crazy level of football. I mean, it depends, doesn't it? I mean, these sort of games, they can bring out different things in the team and players. We've got the players, we've got some really good players. And look, PSG, this is a team that we beat yearly away from home. With ease, let's just say.
It's one of those things where we're like, oh yeah, we beat
exactly,
PSG.
Exactly. So, and PSG, look, they made the final last year, and I think they're going to go close this year. So, I don't think we're that far away. To be fair, I don't think we are. But I had Jono. For those who remember the video with the Man City fan, Jono, he was there. He sent me a little WhatsApp video screaming about the, like Brazilian. Trying to compare him with the greats, the Stockport Pele and all this kind of jargon was coming out with like Phil Foden and all that kind of stuff. So
no. Phil Foden is just the next Paul Dickov, and I don't think many people actually know who he is, and that's how that one's going to go. Unfortunately for us, Harris, this season the Champions League is not the biggest trophy worth fighting for because Manchester United are in the Europa League. Manchester United carry a 2-0 advantage from the first leg. Before we discuss what we think, or what you think even, Harris, is going to happen, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer had his press conference today, and I think it's only fitting. There's only one place we can start. And before we do that, if it is the first time you're watching the Red Flex, make sure you do like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your support will mean a lot to us. And it will help us continue to grow here at the Red Flex. Harris, the only place we can start is it's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's son, actually, what he's come out on the back of what he said on the back of the Tottenham result. He says that he can assure everybody that he does get food and he never went a night without food. Something along those lines. Very quickly, what did you make of all that? Basically, Mourinho, a bit of smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, it was a bit of deflection tactics from Mourinho. I mean, it's good. I think I can't remember who it was, but it's one of the media channels. This said, I think it might have been the Telegraph, that Solskjaer's shown a bit of steel. He's got that confidence to make those comments now, whereas a year ago he probably wouldn't have. But now, he feels comfortable in his position, in his shoes, and where he's getting the team, and he was confident enough to make that comment, knowing that probably would get a reaction. It's good. I like a bit of banter, especially with Mourinho. It's always good fun.
It's a million miles away from words such as the PE teacher and he doesn't know what he's doing. He's tactically inept. This guy's beating them all. He's beating all comers, and it feels like we still don't get the respect that we deserve in terms of his achievements, which we will discuss towards the end of the video. But in terms of the press conference, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer discussed Eric Bailly, whether he was available or not, discussed obviously the suspensions in terms of Shaw and Maguire. Do you want to very quickly tell us the main takeaways from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's presses from earlier today?
Yeah. The media were like, "Is it a blessing in disguise? You've got a few players rested like Maguire and Shaw, and others like, no, I'd rather my full team. Does that give an opportunity to Axel Tuanzebe potentially? He didn't deny that he's not going to play. Bailly is back in the country, but I don't think he's serious quarantine, so I don't think he's going to play."
What's actually happened to Tuanzebe? I mean, he donned it against PSG. It was the main man, and then after that, he's faded away. A little bit concerning, that.
I don't know if it's a coincidence, but I think that when he came on against Everton, he gave him a free kick away and all that. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't really necessarily his fault, but since then we've not really seen him. I mean, he was asked that question, funnily enough, and he was just said, his partnership is Lindelof and Maguire. The backup is he's played really well, and Axel's kind of like fourth fiddle. So that kind of explains it. But I still would have expected to play a few more games. But let's see tomorrow.
We're going to move on to the next section of our show, and we're going to get Harris to reveal his preferred starting lineup for tomorrow. Harris, I know you like to see yourself as a bit of a statsman, and in line of my triumphant return to the RedFlex with a haircut, looking all nice for you, just for you, Harris, this was. I've actually got a stat for you, Harris. In the last 11 games, Bruno Fernandes has only scored 2 goals and has 2 assists. So all this malarkey that we're so reliant on Bruno Fernandes, in a way, these stats, which are not the worst stats of them all, proves that we are now starting to be self-sufficient, you could say, without Bruno Fernandes, because our performances have gone a lot better. Taking that into consideration, Harris, what lineup do you want to see, and who of our players have got the biggest opportunity to show Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Manchester United, and the fans that they've got more to offer?
Only one name comes to mind, doesn't it? Donny van der Beek. I mean,
is he still playing at Man United? Is he still in?
I was shocked he didn't play in the first leg. And I'm going to say I'll be shocked if he didn't.
I don't think he's going to play. I don't think he will play. I think it'll be a strongest team. Everybody thinks that it's going to be, some sort of backup team. But I don't honestly think Solskjaer is going to do it. He's very reliant on certain players. Would you agree with that, Arif?
Yeah, I mean, I think I do think he does consult his medical team and the players themselves. So it's not a case of him just chucking them in. I mean, I think if there was any doubt, I think he would take them out. But I think that's made me question that a little bit, because the fact that Rashford's been playing, he's not fully fit, but he's been playing really odd.
He's a dead man walking him, Rashford. He's one tackle away from his season being ended.
I mean, he did say that James wasn't fit. He is fit now, so I wouldn't like to see Rashford playing, because I just think, what he's going to risk.
You know what, Aris? I'll be honest with you, Aris. I've kind of missed Dan James one. A little bit.
I know.
Somebody to talk trash to, someone to blame. Obviously, his performances.
I saw your last video and you were like bigging him up half. and then you kind of lost track of them
No,
again.
I don't think you could say I was bigging him up.
You were.
My criticism of him stays consistent. However, he has changed my opinion in certain aspects. So let's get it right, Harris. Come on. Actually, by the way, Harris, we can't have a video today of me and you before. Sorry, we can't have a video of me and you without discussing the elephant in the room. And Harris, you know what the elephant in the room is, don't you?
No, I don't.
You
Enlighten
don't.
me.
Fred, the Brazilian Roberto Carlos, scored one of the greatest goals that I have ever seen. An absolute worlder in the roof of the net. Goalkeeper, no chance. Goalkeeper, no chance. Harris, you said that Fred will never score or something along those lines. But just like my opinion of Dan James has changed, you never know what you can see with Manchester United.
Even the pundits on the TV after the game, they were like, you know, Fred was awful. I think the quote was Fred was awful. Apart from the goal he scored, these are the quotes from the experts, and he was
Harris, come on. 20 years down the line. 20 years down the line, are people going to say that Fred's performance was shite, or will they be saying Fred scored an absolute beauty?
That's him. 20 years time, they're all going to be saying Fred is the worst Man United player to have played more than 50 games ever in the history of the club. That's what
come on, Harris. Come on, Harris. So,
let's not waste time on that.
Don't put a dampener on my triumphant return to the RedFlex by coming out with such nonsense like this. But I think you're right. I think you're right. Let's put it to rest for now. But we will discuss this later continuously on the RedFlex. And if you do want to see the non-stop battle between me and Harris, where usually I come out on top, let's be honest. But the only way you can do it is by subscribing to the RedFlex. We're also on Instagram at the RedFlex Official, where we have lots of content that you don't see on YouTube. So that's worth checking out. And we're also on Twitter. We're also streaming live on Twitch, and we're also on Periscope. So absolutely no excuse whatsoever on not checking the RedFlex out. But I think that's a good cue for us to go to our final section of the show, and we're going to see if Harris can actually get one of these predictions right, because I don't think he's had the best of luck with these. So let's do this right now. Score predictions now, Harris.
Even before that, you've not even got my team 11 in yet. You just skip that, haven't you?
Oh, you know what it is, Harris? You know when you come out with stuff like, about Fred, it really hurts me. So I lose all my sense of purpose and my vision. But okay, starting 11 and give me the final score.
I'm going to rattle through them very quick. David De Gea, Araman Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Axel Tuanzebe, Tellez. I don't think he's going to go 4-3-3, so I'm going to say Pogba and Fred.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see Matic, and it will be obviously Bruno Fernandes, and up front I'm going to go with Cavani, Greenwood, and Dan James.
No, I'd pretty much agree with that. I think because we don't actually have many options, because of the suspensions and people.
Rashford half fit, yeah.
Rashford half fit. One thing I do actually want to just point out: what a great goal Cavani actually scored before he got ruled offside. Those are the kind of movements and the kind of play that we want to see. So hopefully Cavani is right on form for the last few games. But that pretty much wraps up. Oh no, I've done it again, haven't I, Harris? You haven't given me your final score. You know what it is? It's the excitement of being back on the RedFlex has made me, get a little bit rusty at this. But I'll get back on it. Don't you worry about that. Final score, Harris. Let's see if you can actually.
I'm going to go with 1-1.
Oh, come on, Harris. Don't do this. Not on this show.
I just don't think they're going to.
Don't sit on the fence again.
No, it's not. I just don't think they have the motivation to go out and, kill the game off. I think they're just going to be happy just to sit back.
You say that, but you could argue that this is the most important game of the season for some people who are claiming that the Europa League is going to.
Not really. The most important game is going to be the one in the semi-final. So I think we're through.
Any preference? Any preference for you, Aris, who you want to see in the semi-final?
You know, I think Roma and Ajax both got qualities. Both have got a kind of like, you know, flaws. I don't know. To be honest, I'd rather maybe Ajax, because maybe the thought of Chris Smalling or Henrik Mkhitaryan scoring against us might be too much. I might just that might just kind of like tip me over the edge. I'm going to say Ajax.
Let's see how this one plays out. It's definitely going to be eventful. Make sure you do tune in to the RedFlex straight after the game, where we will be providing you with all the match reaction. And again, if this is the first time that you're watching the RedFlex, make sure you do like, comment, share, and subscribe. That wraps it up. It's a trophy that you could probably say not many fans wanted to win at the beginning of the season, but now it's become a trophy that we do not dare not to win. Harris, thanks for coming on today, and thanks for everybody who's watching. Make sure you tune in for the match reaction. But until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.